Hello everyone to the probability course. In this first video we'll talk about what is probability, and we'll talk about the probability elements and some properties of these elements. So first of all, let's define what is probability. Probability is a branch of mathematics. It is concerning the numerical descriptions of how likely an event is to occur, how likely a proposition is true. It is useful for defining some situations or for modeling some situations in both computer engineering, in electrical engineering, and even in other fields that are not engineering, like economy, for example. So each probability model has three elements. The first element is the experiment. The experiment is any process that has some outcomes. So for example, flipping a coin. For example, flipping a coin has some outcomes, so it is called an experiment. Or tossing a dice, also it is an experiment. These outcomes of this experiment are called the sample space. So the sample space is the outcomes of these experiments. For example, in the case of flipping a coin, we can get the sample space heads and tails, and in the case of tossing a dice, we can have the outcomes from 1 till 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the sample space of these experiments, and each subset of this sample space is called an event. So an event is any subset of the sample space. For example, in this case, the heads is an event, or the tails also is an event. The same, for example, in tossing a dice, each element of this sample space is an event. These events have some properties. So for example, the union of two events A and B is the elements that are in A and also in B. So for example, all these elements in A and in B are called the union of A and B. The notation of union of two events is like that. So we say that A union B, and we note it by this letter. So we say A union B. However, the intersection of two events AB is the element that are in both A and B. So the union of two events A and B is just the elements that are in both A and B, and we note it by this notation. So this is the union of A and B. Each event has a complement. So for example, if we have a sample space S, the event A is we have the event A here, for example, in sample space. The complement of A are all the elements that are not in A. So this event here is called the complement of A, and it is noted by E and say like that. So this is the event of the complement event of the event E. The nil event is the event that doesn't contain any element. So if we have a sample space, the complement of this sample space is the nil event or the empty event, and it is noted by phi. The subset of an event is any elements or any event that contained in this event. For example, if we have two events A and F, so we say that A subset of F if we have union, we have two events F and E. For example, the event E is a subset of the event F, and we note it by E subset of F. In the next video, we'll talk about the combinatorial analysis. So see you there.